It's a fact that the judiciary system in Zimbabwe is captured by ZANU-PF, but the ruling was free and fair because we know that Nelson Chamisa grabbed power unconstitutionally.
Okay. So
the ruling was free and fair.
Okay. So why did Nelson Chamisa go to that court when he knew that he was not going to get a fair ruling?
Okay, Chamisa is a good actor. Before the elections, he was demonstrating that he needs reforms. When there were no reforms, he entered the elections saying he has got anti-rigging experts. After the elections, he said he was rigged. They've got the V11 forms. But the question is, how could we have V11 forms when many places he never even fielded candidates? There were places he never fielded candidates as MPs. There were places he never fielded candidates as councillors. But he was claiming he had all the V11 forms. The time to produce V11 forms came, nothing came out. And then he took the matter, he said the Constitutional Court was captured. He took the matter to African Court. We never had the end of it. Now, after the High Court said he was illegitimate, he appealed to the Supreme Court that he is saying Malava and the company are captured. Yet the judgment been on his side, in his favor, he was going to accept it. After he lost the judgment, he said it's captured. And then how do you appeal to the same court that you know that Chamisa is playing with people?
Okay, so you're blaming Chamisa for what happened yesterday. You think he should not have gone to that court?
The blame of Chamisa is not limited to the court. The blame of Chamisa is in 2018, after the death of Morgan Tsvangirai. Just African culture, number one, you don't become a king when your king, when the former king is, his body is called in a foreign country's mortuary. That is tantamount to witchcraft. Number two, even in Western culture, you can't think of being the incoming president of a party whose leader is still in a mortuary. MDC had the 3 vice presidents. They could still do meetings to bury Tsvangirai and the whole other logistics without someone doing a fake congress to become a president. The way Chamisa became a president after the death of Morgan Tsvangirai was clear indication that he is a power move. That's where the whole mess up is started. Any other things now are offshoots of that root cause.
What about the leadership style of Morgan Tsvangirai? Did it contribute to this problem?
Morgan Tsvangirai was slowly transforming into his master, which is Robert Mugabe. Why are we fighting ZANU-PF? Number one, career politics. Opamu Chinguri has been in politics since she was a virgin. She's dying now as an ancestor in politics. Morgan Tsvangirai defied the MDC constitution, which was stating that a leader must be a president for 10 years. He then came out and said, until I'm the president of Zimbabwe, then I would observe this constitution. Yet the constitution of MDC, of your party, and the constitution of Zimbabwe are 2 different entities. And number two, Morgan Tsvangirai, when he separated with the Welshman Khuphe, the Gibson slander, people took it as a tribal issue, but it was dictatorship because that election, that meeting concluded that the majority concluded that the MDC was supposed to participate in senatorial elections. And Tsvangirai, after losing, he then left the meeting and said, if MDC is going to die, it must die. MDC will never contest in the senator election. And then he went on to contest in those elections. So the Gibson slander were labeled sellouts because they were more of Ndebele people, but that separation was not tribal. It was through Tsvangirai, who was a dictator. The Shona people are more in Zimbabwe. So Jonas, they always use the tribal cards or the ZANU-PF capture as an excuse to defend the Shona dictators in MDC.
Right. Now, let's go to the current situation.
Yes.
You say the Supreme Court ruling is correct.
Yes.
Can you expand more on that? Because many people are saying the MDC alliance is not the MDC, which was there when Morgan Tsvangirai was there. Are they wrong?
They are completely wrong. And to me, that is treasonous. Treasonous. Why? There's nothing called the MDC alliance, which is not MDC Tsvangirai. Who are the players in MDC alliance? MDC alliance is a term used to accommodate rebels who betrayed Tsvangirai, went on to form their political parties, which failed dismally. Tendai Biti didn't form a party called PDP. He ran away with money and party assets and labeled and made it a faction or a separation. It was not. Welshman Ngube never formed a party. He ran away with money with the then Treasurer General Paul Tembanyati. And then, we've got this Wiwa, Job Sikala, MDC 99. Is it a party? Chamisa is calling it MDC Alliance because Chamisa wanted to ditch all people, all heavyweights who are loyal to Morgan Tsvangirai were systematically removed from the party to accommodate rebels who are going to be loyal to Chamisa, Butulikas, because Chamisa is controlling their political oxygen. Tendai Biti is nothing outside MDC. Welshman Ngube has failed. Wiwa has failed. So MDC alliance is formed by MDC Tsvangirai. Chamisa never replaced Morgan Tsvangirai in the alliance. He replaced Morgan Tsvangirai in the MDC Tsvangirai. So Chamisa as the convener or the principal of MDC alliance, he was using the seat and the powers he got from Morgan Tsvangirai.
Okay.
Zimbabweans would suffer because they've got hopes in MDC when MDC has abandoned them long time. Zimbabweans are on their own. Their only solution is a national uprising where they uprise against ZANU-PF. If Zimbabweans hope in any political formation, that hope is going to come with the Noah building the second ark.
Okay, so your suggestion is that both sides must work separately, yes, so that they are totally exposed for what they are.
Yes.
If they fail in 2023.
If they come together, they will come together reporting to two different camps, to two different masters. That's not, in politics, we talk about your master. Who is paying you? Who is funding you? There's no doubt that Khuphe is in bed with Mnangagwa. There's no doubt that the announcement of the judgment on the second day of the coronavirus, the timing is telling. There's no doubt. So these both camps are funded by ZANU-PF. So they come together, they don't come together. They are already a failed project. It's a ZANU-PF project.
Right. Let us close down this discussion. Do we have an opposition in Zimbabwe?
We don't.